So 2 episodes ago, I did a review of Boulevard's 5 bourbon barrel Imperial Stout, which I thought was awesome. And I did end up giving that 5 stars. This is another beer that I picked up in the same store at the same time. Boulevard Barrel Aged Imperial Stout and Barleywine Ale. Brewer's Choice 2021. In fact, if you look at the fresh date on here, it says best by September 28th, 2023. That's a year from today. So I assume this bottle was bottled a year ago today because it's September 28th. So we'll see what 1 year of aging has done to it. I mean, if it's anything like the 5 bourbon barrel, we should be in for a good show here tonight. So anyway, super dark in the glass. I think the 5 bourbon barrel was a little bit darker, but this one, is really dark. No foam on this one. I mean, it foamed up like a little as I was pouring. We just heard it fizzle away like a Pepsi. Man, there's a bunch of people watching tonight. Thanks for watching. So you guys made me lose my train of thought. Let's go to the aroma. Okay, so this one is all dark fruit. It's almost Belgian-y. Belgian-y in like those same kind of dark fruity notes, your plum, fig, raisin, date, chocolate, definitely chocolate. I would not say there's like coffee or roasted notes on here or anything like that. No. Bit of like a rum kind of a presence on there. I mean, this is a strong beer. It's 14.1, 14.2 ABV. So, like I said, the 5 bourbon barrel was probably like their answer to Goose Island Bourbon County. Maybe this is their answer to the Bourbon County variations since there's so many of them now. And this one's even stronger. This is 14.2. The other one was what, 13.3? Something like that. I think it was 13.1, 12.8. I don't know. Where's Jamie? Like Joe Rogan, he's got Jamie to fact check him on everything. So, yeah. I just get like all dark fruit and like clean, slight, definitely some vanilla in there. I mean, you're gonna get vanilla from bourbon barrels. I looked up on the website and said it's aged in, I think it said 12 to 15 months in bourbon and rye barrels. Leo, he's not getting the tripod. That's why the camera keeps moving. He's scared because there's a hurricane coming. It's just been like a regular rainy day here today. I mean, it's pretty windy, but nothing too intense. Hurricane's not supposed to get here until tomorrow. By the time it gets here, it's only supposed to be only a Cat 1. So we'll see what happens. All right, so let's dive in. Cheers. Wow. Wow. Well, off the first sip already, I think I like it just as much as the 5 bourbon barrel, and I think I might even like it a little bit more. Because this is a blend of an Imperial Stout and barley wine, you're getting that deliberate fruity character that you get from barley wines. I mean, Imperial Stouts tend to have like a fruity flavor as well, but they're more because they're stouts, they're roasty, they're chocolatey, they're coffee. This is, it's not as fudgy as the 5 bourbon barrel, but there definitely is like a confectionery vanilla kind of flavor to it. I mean, you're gonna get that from the bourbon barrel, from the wood. There's the vanillins that are in the wood tend to give off a vanilla aroma and flavor. Not quite as hoppy as I was expecting. I mean, this might be, depends on how they define it, but there's a difference between English and American barley wine. And the English tend to be way less hoppy, way more malty, and of course, with the Americans, it's always the other way around. Some barley wines are so strong they kind of come off as like, triple IPAs. But this one is not nearly that hoppy. I mean, to me, it's like Kind of reminds me of a J.W. Lee's, which I haven't had in years. We've watched some of the old archives in the episodes from back in the when Henry was my co-host back in 2010 to 2011, 2012, something like that. Um, Reviewed one or two J.W. Lee's, and those are just it's just like fruit all the way. It's like almost like the Belgian candy syrup. If you ever homebrewed with that, and if you ever actually tasted the syrup, I mean, it's just all like a fruity extract flavoring. Yeah, so like all the dark dried fruits, like I said, raisin, fig, plum, cherry, definitely some cherry in there. Vanilla. It said it's aged in rye. I think you would have to be like a super taster to be able to pick out the rye barrel or the rye within the barrel specifically. But um, yeah, I mean, and I'm not enough of a whiskey expert to really, comment on the differences in taste and all that stuff. Leo, quit knocking my tripod, dude. He wants to be on camera. If you want to be on camera, sit up here, dude. Yeah, so wow. This one's really excellent. And for 14.2, wow, does not drink like it at all. So one thing about Goose Island, those super strong beers, they are usually at least a clean alcohol, not like burning or anything like that. Same thing on this one. Very tame. Then again, this bottle is a year old. So that might be the reason for it. I do not get any like overt oxidation on here. I'm not getting cardboard. I'm not getting like for me, I always say the oxidation, it tastes like lemon yellow lollipop. Some people perceive it as sherry. But I'm not getting any of those things. Let me finish up the bottle here so you guys can see the color. Yeah, it's pretty dark. Just a deep, it's like a coffee brown. You can see, all right, we got a little bit of foam there. I don't think I've ever seen a beer over 12% really hold the foam. I mean, like KBS is pretty good at holding the foam, but once you go stronger than that, they all tend to fizzle out like this. Yeah, that is fantastic. And I'm really surprised and pleased because if you watch the channel over the last year or two, I've been reviewing Boulevard beers because they're fairly cheap. um, and most of them are only okay, but this one and the 5 bourbon barrel, freaking awesome. I am gonna give this a full 5 stars. This is outstanding. It reminds me of like one of those really special occasion beers, like something that you would get and you would drink like on Christmas Eve or some like a special occasion beer. And I saw the receipt for this in my car because when I grabbed this, it was in with all the pumpkin Oktoberfest beers, and they said, oh, like they scanned it and it didn't come up, so they had to like look it up, and they came back and they're like, oh, it's 4.59. I was like, that's it? And they're like, yeah. So I mean, I got one of each. So maybe tomorrow or the next day, whenever Total Wine opens back up, depends how bad the roads are and all that stuff. But I saved my receipt, so I'm gonna go back. If they still have any of these left that I can find, I'm gonna show them my receipt. And be like, hey, this was only 4.59. I want this price again because I thought this was gonna be like a $9 or $10, $11 beer, but for 4.59, hell yeah, I'm gonna go back and grab as many of as I can. So yeah, yeah, I realize I'm rambling, but I mean, if you can find this, definitely pick it up, especially if you like sweet beers or you just are really, if you appreciate any kind of wood aged beers, if you like Founders KBS, Goose Island Bourbon County, something like that, you're probably gonna love this one. I feel like the barley wine style, both American and English styles, are like really fading away. Like you see, it feels like nobody does them anymore. Like I can't even think of something like mass. Sierra Nevada Bigfoot, I guess, is like the only like mass market barley wine, but like not even like the regional craft brewers do them anymore. I don't know. I mean, they're good for anniversary beers, but a lot of brewers, I guess, I don't know why people just don't buy them. They love Imperial Stouts, they love Imperial IPAs. Not so crazy about the barley wine, but the barley wine is like the most complex beer, I think, because unlike like a Belgian quad, which can be complex, the majority of the flavor off the Belgian quad just comes from that Belgian candy syrup. It's actually a really simple recipe. In fact, if you look up, since I got it right here, if you look up the BJCP style guidelines, they actually make a point of saying that. I think I turned right to that too. Belgian Dark Strong Ale, 26D. I know it's in here. Under comments, let's see. Characters, ingredients. All right. Sorry, I'm going really long here. Spicy S3 impression of a complex grain bill, although many traditional versions are quite simple, with caramelized sugar, syrup, or unrefined sugars and yeast providing much of the complexity. Yeah, so Belgian quads, they're kind of posers. American barley wine and English barley wine, they're the real deal. All right, so I'm going super long. If you watch all the way in, you are awesome. Thanks for watching, and I will start doing Oktoberfest beers real soon, all right?